Previously on Coffee Vlog.
What's that? Come in!
I returned.
Oh my god!
The fuck you looking at? Come on, make that coffee to go. Let's go.
Hello everybody, so it's time for a new coffee vlog. Coffee vlog 25 with our new host, Baby the cat. Can you say hello? This is our it's a new coffee vlog host. For episode 25. So, what movies have you watched recently? This isn't the same. It just isn't the same. Hello. Yeah.
I forgot to make myself a drink.
Forgot to make yourself a drink. You've already messed up on a coffee vlog. You've already messed up on it. Can you hear me? Okay, because I'm using. I don't know what it's picking up on.
Yeah, I can hear you fairly well.
Okay, good. Good.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Let me turn it up a bit more. There we go.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I was a bit too distracted. I was just playing a game on my good old Game Boy Advance.
What are you currently playing?
It's called Advance Wars.
Advance Wars. What's that?
It's a turn-based army game where you have bases and you can build different kinds of units, infantry, tanks, aircraft, ships, and whatever.
Sounds very.
Try to defeat other players or enemies.
Sounds very fun.
Yeah, it actually is. I do like turn-based games a lot. So.
Is that like a? Is it a game you bought in Germany or is it?
I got it on eBay because it's a Game Boy Advance game. So.
Good old eBay. I've seen you got a Homer Simpson poster in the background.
Yep. And that's Queen here.
Queen, and then and I can't see what else there is. I can see something else. I'm pointing, but that doesn't really make sense. Oh, calendar. Okay.
Yeah, it's a calendar with paintings of Dali. And this is just the cover of a puzzle, which is also a painting.
What's the puzzle?
It's just some cats.
Some
I can show it
cats.
to you. I can show it to you if you want.
Yes, that'd be good. What type of? I don't even. You look like Sphinx cats. I like how you've got the HD quality webcam you have.
Thanks.
You got HD quality webcam. But yeah, so what is this we're doing, Steve? Coffee vlog without.
Just check which number it is.
It's number 25, which would be
25.
XXV.
V. Yeah.
Got it right. I'm learning learning. So let's. What have you been up to? This is. It's weird to do it like this. It's weird when we're not in the same room.
Well, we are virtually in the same room.
Virtually.
Yes.
But yeah. So, what have you been doing?
A
A few things.
Well, I'm still on my summer vacation at the moment. My new semester starts in mid-October. And I mentioned the other day I've got a new job, which I'm going to be beginning once October starts as well.
What's the new job?
It's going to be as a research assistant.
Ah, so you're doing something that you want to do.
Yeah, and it's at the translates to the Institute of Knowledge Media here in Tübingen. So they kind of look at how you integrate pictures with text to improve learning, things like that. For example, that's going to be the project I'll be working on.
So what sort of stuff will you do for that? What sort of stuff will you do?
Well, I'm going to be... most of my work is just going to have participants come in and let them do the experiment and just make sure they get what they're doing, what they're supposed to do. But I'm also going to help design the experiments. So, for example, if we want to check how well they've learned something, we have to teach them something. And one previous experiment used some information on how rain clouds are made and stuff, and I guess they always want to change that about. So maybe I get to be involved with thinking of a cool topic for people to learn about. Then they're going to have a new member of staff there. He's from the Netherlands, and apparently he can speak German.
Oh.
So he said I'm probably going to be working together with him, seeing as I have comparatively good English skills.
Also, he knows English as well.
Yeah, he knows English, and so I'm going to kind of be his sidekick for a while.
That sounds good. Sounds good to do.
Yeah, it's going to be fun, I hope.
What date in October are you starting that?
I don't have the exact date yet. Still have to finish off the whole paperwork, and then they're going to tell me. But just kind of beginning around the 4th October, I think, because the 3rd is a bank holiday here in Germany.
Ah, okay. We don't get that. We haven't got any bank holidays. Our next bank holiday in the UK is 26th of December. But yeah, no, that's cool.
It's the, if I have it correctly, it's the National Day of Labour, maybe, kind of
okay.
Like that, National Labour Day.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Germans even celebrate working. Okay.
No, so well, that's good. That's good that you're doing that. It's good that you've got a job that you actually want to be doing. I said I was going to write down notes for things for us to talk about, and then
you did.
I did the really good thing of not writing down any notes.
Yeah, and you were telling me I wasn't prepared.
I'm not prepared at all. I like at the moment I don't know if this mic's going to be picking up the fan really. Like, I am doing like a screen recording, but I'm not sure if it's going to be picking up the fan. Can you hear my fan really loudly?
No, I can.
Okay.
It'll be very funny if in the end it's just me speaking, and then every now and then it's just you going. All the time.
I really hope it's not like that. Did that just land on your head?
It almost did, yeah.
Oh god.
And then it realised, that's a living thing and might attack me if I annoy it too much.
So first off, let's talk about. You saw a play last night.
Yeah. I wish I hadn't.
That's as soon as you said
I
yeah.
really wish I hadn't.
That didn't sound like a good yeah. So what was it about again?
So, the name of the play translates to what remains. So in German it's was bleibt.
Ah, okay.
And it was told, well, they said that it was basically about, how throughout history, what kind of memories of us humans remain afterwards. What kind of memories will people have of us? And I thought, it could be quite interesting. But in the end, it wasn't a play. It was literally just two actors sitting on this wooden stage thingy, and they took yellow notes on which people had scribbled questions on, and they just asked each other what those questions were. And it was absolutely boring. I mean, I've watched modern plays that were very artsy but were very, very entertaining because you could see, it was a well thought out play. But that was just two actors interviewing each other with random questions until at some point they talked a little bit more about their histories, which was the male actor was from Eastern Germany. So he was talking a little bit about when he was a young boy, he was forced to go into these camps to learn to be a good Eastern German communist person. And that was a little bit interesting.
Yeah.
And the female actor was talking about her husband being from Egypt and how she witnessed the whole Egyptian revolution going on. But that was 10 minutes of something fairly interesting, and the rest was really just two people
Yeah,
on
but
stage that I
on
paid
stage.
€11 for a ticket for.
Ooh, €11 for just people talk on stage. Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds.
And it just wasn't a play, it was really just people talking. I was so angry afterwards.
So what, did they list it as a play?
Yeah, because I thought, it would be interesting to watch some plays this year, because
Yeah.
I got a little brochure and it said all the plays that they're doing, and they're going to be doing a few really nice things like Animal Farm by Orwell,
Oh, that's
which I really want to see.
that's cool
But
then.
but that thing, it was just, I thought it might be interesting, and I watched it, and it wasn't even a play. It wasn't a boring play. It was not a play.
You should just review it online. Say it was not a play. Just that's all you can just say. Oh my god, that's a shame. But
Yeah, it was a disappointment. But oh well.
was it packed out or?
No, it was just a room with like maybe I think about 40 seats maybe,
Oh, okay.
and about 30 of them were full.
I thought you were about to say about 30 of them were empty.
No, but I wasn't the only person who was almost falling asleep. It was interesting because half of the people who were there were pretty much falling asleep on their seats, while the other half knew the actors personally.
Oh.
So they were, of course, enjoying themselves because the actors were talking about themselves. And I had the association of, I'm sure you've seen the South Park episode Funny Bot, where they kind of analyze humor, and you say, for a humor you have, or for a joke, you have kind of a premise, then a build-up and a punchline.
Yeah.
And you know how they make fun of Germans not being funny? These people, they always laughed at the weirdest moments.
Oh god.
Because it was always, the actors were kind of starting a joke, so they had the premise, then they had the build-up, but they never brought the punchline, and the people just laughed at the build-up part. So as an example, the female actor, what she was talking about how she went to East Germany once, over the border, and she said, yeah, okay, I kind of shouted at the border patrol guy, and then drove on, and then I realized I forgot my pass there, so I walked back, pretending to be really, really girly, and she was like walking like this, and yeah, this is kind of how I walked. And then you'd expect her to tell you what happened afterwards, some kind of punchline. So okay, she walks there, kind of girly, and then haha, but there was no punchline, and the people just started laughing anyway.
That's weird.
It was so bizarre. It was so bizarre.
Because there was a stand-up comedian I saw a while back who said he did a big gig in Germany, and he told his first joke, and they all laughed at it. Then he told his second joke, and someone in the audience shouted out, "Tell the first joke again," and he had to keep on repeating the first joke over and over again, and that was the only one they would laugh at. So,
Really?
yeah. So it's a bit weird.
Yeah. Save me. I'm stuck in this country with crazy people.
Are you seeing any other plays? So, do you say you're going to see Animal Farm?
Yeah, but that's, I don't know, like in January or something.
Is that going to be people dressed up as animals, or?
I don't know.
I wonder how that's going to
It's
work.
only just been kind of a small description that I read about, and
Yeah.
see how it is.
Well, hopefully that's good then.
Yeah, because it was the first play by this company I saw.
Yeah.
So of course it was very disappointing. I thought, okay, let's see what these guys are doing, and then they do that. So I'm really reluctant to actually watch something else done by them.
Are they? They're not the same people doing Animal Farm, are they?
Well, it's the same, kind of little theatre
Yeah.
company, but it's going to be different actors and different directors and stuff. But still, it just
It's actually just going to be people sat on stage reading the book out.
probably talking about it, and they're just laughing at random parts. Yes, and then they killed then they took the horse away. They took the horse away. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what they're going to do with Animal Farm. It's going to turn into a comedy now. What else do we normally talk about on this? I should have written down notes, sir. Have you seen any movies recently? What movies have you seen recently?
Well, I've seen kind of a trilogy, which the three movies are called Beyond Sunrise, Beyond Sunset, and Beyond Midnight. Don't know if
Yes.
you've heard of them
Yeah,
before.
yeah, no, I've seen all of them. They're very good films.
Yeah, with Ethan Hawke and
Yeah.
Julie Delpy or something like that. And they were very impressive, especially the first one, because that's the most realistic romantic movie I've ever seen. Because you have all these little awkward parts where they're in that record store in the first movie, and they're in that booth, and a romantic song comes on. And normally in a romantic movie they just start making out, but in that movie they don't. They're just kind of looking at each other, and like, I feel so awkward right now.
Yeah.
It's so real. That was great.
No, I think every single film is like really good in that trilogy. I think it's a really good trilogy because it's more just natural conversations, and it feels like they sort of improvise some parts, because I just like how it's pretty much just a 20-minute shot of just them walking down a path just talking, and you don't get bored by it. So I think that's a really good thing about it. Because I know it was directed by it's funny, it's from the same director of School of Rock.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah. Did you ever see the film Boyhood?
Oh, I am.
That sort of feels. It's got Ethan Hawke in it as well, and it was filmed over 20. I think it was filmed over 15 years or something. So it starts when the boy's 6, and it's actually filmed. They would film it every 2 years or whatever. So it shows them growing up, and that's with like how they did with the Before trilogy. They did it where it was like 10 years later. So that's what I think is good about it. Like so you see them grow up. They make them 10 years apart from each other. But no, that's good films. Is there anything that you've seen in the cinema?
Yes. The other day I was kind of not exactly forced, but I saw Ice Age 4 at the cinema.
Ice Age 4. What's that one called? Collision? No.
Something like that. Yeah, I saw it in German as well, which made it worse. Yeah, there's a thing. If you're bilingual and can watch a movie either in the original language or in a dubbed version,
Yeah.
you always want to watch it in the original language, because so many jokes just are left out if you translate them.
No, because I remember you saying that with Deadpool.
You don't have it in another language and stuff.
Yeah. That's weird. Because when you buy films in Germany, do you always, if they're like English films, I'm guessing you always pick to watch them in English as well?
If possible, yes. I mean, if I've got friends around and they're like, oh, I don't feel too certain with my English, can we please watch this in German? Then yeah, sure. But normally, I do tend to watch them in English.
Yeah. So I think it's with films like, because I know you said you watched like all the Cornetto trilogy. When you watched that with your friends, did you watch that in German or?
No, those are movies you can't watch them in any other language.
Yeah. Just the humour. I think if you watch it in a dub language, it's just not going to fall. The jokes aren't going to work.
Yeah, I actually did the whole trilogy as kind of a little screening with my friends. So I invited quite a few people over, and I've done that a few times now to have these little evenings.
That sounds cool.
I might have actually mentioned that in the last coffee vlog.
I think you did. I'll go into the subject we normally go into. What music you been listening to?
What music? A few different things. A little bit of Animals as Leaders.
Very good. Very good.
Then I don't know if I've ever showed you Venetian Snares.
No, I don't think I swear I've heard that name before, but I can't think.
The genre is called breakcore. It's to some people it'll be headache music, I guess.
Yeah.
Just check it out after the video if you want.
Venetian. How do you spell that?
Venetian Snares.
Venetian. Okay. I think I'll be able to. I'll search it. I'll try and spell it the way that I think it sounds.
Some other stuff is Electric Light Orchestra.
Yeah.
You know them?
Yeah. That's.
And gosh, what else? It's always these things. There's actually a lot of music I listen to, but then when you ask me directly, I actually have to think for a little bit.
TV shows. Have you been watching any TV shows?
Not much. My girlfriend and we started watching Vikings a while back.
How's that? Because I know a lot of people saying it's good.
It's actually pretty good, but we're still only on episode 3 because I don't know. I do enjoy it, but somehow I never really feel like watching it.
Yeah.
You know how you sometimes feel like watching something, but I just don't get that feeling of, I really could watch another episode of that now. But when I do watch it, I like it.
No. Yeah. Is that the?
Apart from that, just been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube. Things like a friend of mine showed me a few new channels that I thought were pretty hilarious. There's one thing called Slingshot channel.
Slingshot channel.
Yeah, it's this crazy German guy who builds these massive slingshot-like weapons, including a slingshot gun for Oreos, with which he tries to separate Oreos.
Oh god.
A slingshot which was so strong that he could shoot an arrow through a steel helmet, and all these kinds of crazy things. Yeah, like if you like slingshots, then you should have a look at it.
Is there anything else that you've?
Another channel called Lindy Beige. So it's this guy who talks about different medieval-based weapons or stuff, and kind of shows videos of reenactments and things like that. Because I just wanted to use that as a bridge to what I want to tell you next. He also has a few videos in which he talks about slings that he made. So not slingshots, but slings. So that's actually a new hobby that I've taken up.
Oh really?
To show you the slings that I've made.
That was a good segue. Good segue from Steve.
So I've actually got 3 of them so far. I'm going to make more. This is a really long one. Yeah.
What are they made out of?
And it's got a little pouch. It's just string. What's it called? What's that plant that you can make clothes and strings of? Hemp. Yeah.
Hemp. Oh yeah.
Hemp. Yeah. So kind of one with a slightly long pouch. And
Yeah.
it actually reaches to the floor to me when I'm standing up. And I've got a shorter one. They're all made of the same material. So this has got a larger pouch, and it's just about this long. So yeah, this is actually my favorite one because it's the easiest one to shoot with, and it's quite accurate for someone who can't do it very well. And this is the first one I made. It's a really big and fat one. And the cool thing, it doesn't have a proper pouch, but it actually just has these ropes here.
Yeah.
So the other day, I went on the fields, and they've got some apple trees there, and they've got these old apples that they're not going to pick anymore anyway. So I actually had apples this size, which I could launch with this, just because you kind of put them in between these 2 larger ropes, and it just still doesn't fall out.
How does it work then? What do you do for it to?
So it's actually pretty easy. So you've got a little what's it called?
Noose.
Yes, thank you. A noose to put your finger through, and then you hold it on the other end, and you just have something in the pouch. And all you have to do is really just kind of launch it forwards, and then at the right moment let go of this. So kind of make this movement.
Oh, what? And then it fires.
Yeah, and then it just fires. I don't know if you can see it properly. There's a few videos on YouTube as well for the interested viewer. There's so many different techniques that you can try, because you can kind of launch them overhead, you can do it sideways, all kinds of different things.
From that, we'll go on to computer games. Well, I keep going down like this because the mic's here and it looks really weird. What computer games have you been playing recently? Have you been playing many?
Well, first off, I've been playing a lot of Game Boy lately, as I mentioned at the beginning. So,
Yeah.
Because I got Advance Wars, and I also got this other game called Rebel Star Tactical Command, which is basically like XCOM, the computer game, just on Game Boy. And for the computer itself, I played Spec Ops: The Line, or I just finished that recently.
What one's? I've heard of it. I'm trying to think. What one is that?
So it's kind of a third-person military shooter game, and you're with a small squad in Dubai, and you've received this message for help by other American soldiers, and you're trying to get to them and help them. I don't want to say too much, because at first the game sounds like some stupid, kind of shoot 'em
up.
Oh, yeah, not shoot 'em up. It's not a shoot 'em up, but it just sounds like kind of a Battlefield game where you just run in and kill all terrorists.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's got a deep story to it and a lot of plot twists. So that's why I'm not going to say too much about it. If anyone out there is thinking of trying a new game, then try that.
I'll see what I'm gonna look at it now and see if is it newish?
Not too newish. It's like 2011 or 2012, I think. I mean, I never really played the newest games. games because you get them a lot cheaper.
2012.
Right.
Oh yeah, because
And one game that a friend of mine got me, he just for fun he bought me I Am Bread.
I know they. Yeah, I know it's from the same makers as Surgeon Simulator.
Yeah.
How is it?
And it's hilarious, but it's also incredibly difficult to play. Because basically you're a slice of toast,
Yeah.
and you've got these four. On each corner you can stick to a surface, and it's best to play it with a controller. So you've got 4 buttons, and then you use the controller sticks to kind of move yourself around. These places where you're stuck to the ground. So you're kind of trying to move forwards and move yourself to the toaster at the other end of the room. But you can very easily just accidentally drop on the floor, and then you lose health because it's becoming less edible. Or you walk over a trail of ants, and then you've got ants sticking on you, and you're losing health and stuff like that.
It sounds pretty fun. Like, because I really enjoyed Surgeon Simulator, and I think Iron Bread, because I don't know when we last did this, if I had a PS4 then. I know that's on the PS4, so I may have to play it at some point.
It's actually really hard. So I only just beat the first level the other day, and I had a headache afterwards because you just have to concentrate so hard to push the right buttons in the right moment, because otherwise you're just going to fall down the cupboard and onto the floor, and all the work you did until then is lost.
That sounds horrible. I've just been playing this game called Dying Light, where you're on a island where where there's all these zombies are, but that's like you can jump up buildings. Like, it's really cool because when you can jump up buildings and just any building and run away from zombies. I found a really weird like Easter egg in it the other day. You swim out really far into the ocean, you find this man on a rock, and he's got an Excalibur sword through him, and you have to hold square for about like 5 minutes just to pull the sword out of him. And when you pull it out of him, all this stuff like lightning happens on screen. But it's like a really powerful weapon. But it's really cool. It's a really fun game. And then I bought Far Cry 4 as well, which is it's really good. Like I enjoy it because you played Far Cry. We saw Far Cry 3 before, didn't you? So
yeah, I have played Far Cry.
Oh yeah. But no, if you haven't played, have you played 4?
No, I haven't.
If you get the chance, you should play 4 as well. It's really good. It's really fun. It's more of like rescuing hostages and stuff from towns and well, that's what it is at the beginning of the game. But you get like a wingsuit and stuff in this one, so you can just jump off a cliff and fly around for ages. You get little helicopters, but it's a really, really fun game. You've been reading any books? That's the final thing we'll end with.
Yes, I have. I've been actually read a lot lately. Right now I'm reading 1984 by George Orwell.
They're doing that as a play in London at the moment, I think.
It's a pretty cool book. Before that I read Animal Farm, so that's why I'm also interested in watching it. It was quite funny because when I was reading Animal Farm, at the same time that whole stuff in Turkey was happening, and I was like, hey, that kind of reminds me of what I'm reading at the moment, what they're doing there. Apart from that, I read a book on time perception. It's called Time Warped, and it's just a book on psychological research on how we perceive time, how people in a very kind of live or die situation perceive time as going by really slowly, and when you're having fun it goes by really quickly, things like that.
Yeah.
I'm just going to check if there's anything else here, because I've got a big pile of books that either I have read or want to read, or just happen to have enough time.
I've only got one book. I've just got
You've only got one book.
the Serious Guide to Joke Writing. That's what I'm reading at the moment. Because someone...
Oh yeah, you have been doing a lot of stand-up lately.
Yeah, and someone recommended...
to upload some more videos, didn't you?
Yeah, and then I thought to myself, I know it sounds stupid to say, and I've only done 9 gigs now, but I feel like if I put up stuff online, and if someone like I used to do a thing where I would search up like a comic. If I'm on the same forum the same night as them, I would search them up to see what they like. And I feel like if someone searched me up and found my stuff, and then they came and saw me and I did that exact same stuff, like I'd be like, oh well, someone's already seen this online. So I was sort of like, I don't know if I want to. I was alright with doing it that first time because that was only like a short little set. But I do new material every single time I do it. But I just sort of feel if like I want to do those old jokes and someone's already seen it online and they watch me, I'm just gonna be like, I don't want it to. So yeah, that's why I'm not doing it. But you said I only have one book. My bookcase broke, so there's all those books over there at the moment. So yeah, I'm building it. I need to get a new bookcase. But yeah, no, stand-up's going well.
The subtle tilting of you tilting the camera towards your t-shirt, just look what the t-shirt is.
Nah, Lizzie said she hates this t-shirt. My girlfriend, yeah, this Justice League. Did you seen any of the? Did you see Suicide Squad or
No, I haven't yet.
Batman v Superman?
I actually wanted to, but somehow I just haven't come around to watching it yet.
I don't know. It's weird. I watched Batman v Superman the extended cut the other night, and it's weird. I hate that films are doing this now, where the films everyone's hated it in the cinema, and they're like, "Hey guys, we're going to give you the better version when we release it on Blu-ray." The extended edition, I don't understand why it wasn't the one that was released in cinemas, because I actually enjoyed it, because I hated the one I saw in cinemas. So it's annoying. And then Suicide Squad, I don't know what they're doing with like that. I think it's worth giving it a chance. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of it, but I'd say if you want to, it's alright. Like, I'd say still give it a chance if you do get the chance to see it. And I think they're doing a weird thing with that again I think they might be doing an extended cut, because hey guys, we know some people didn't like the one in cinemas, so let's give you the better version. I don't know, I just find it weird when films do that.
It's the same with games being published and then they bring out new DLC 2 days later or something.
That's what everyone was angry about with when Left 4 Dead 2 first came out. They released the game and then it was like a few days later they were like, hey guys, we're doing DLC now, and everyone was like, what? You're already releasing DLC for the game? So the DLC for that game is really good, but it was annoying that they did it a few days like after it had been released. We will end this here. Well, I'll stop the screen recording, and then I'll end the coffee vlog, and then we're finished conversation properly. So if you want to just say goodbye everyone.
Goodbye everyone.
There we go. That's brilliant.
It was great being on the show.
Yeah, on the show again. Last time we did this was February. But yeah, coffee vlog 25. We're trying to do more of these. Get it to 100. Coffee vlog 100. I'm going to try and go Germany so we can make one in Germany.
That would be pretty cool. You've been talking about it a lot.
I've been talking about it a lot, and then I've been I'm now booked to work until December, so it'll probably have to be, annoyingly, I have to be the beginning of next year sometime.
Okay.
Because the only holiday I'm having this year is going away for my anniversary with Lizzie to Manchester. Yeah. But
Wow, that's a romantic place.
well, we found lots of nice. I found out it's a place for really good vegan food. There's so many vegan restaurants, so we were like, and we're just gonna go there, eat lots of vegan food, and found a nice hotel. So yeah, it'll be good. But yeah, I will. Yeah, so hopefully a coffee vlog in Germany next year.
Hopefully, yes.
But yeah, thanks for doing this, Steve. It was very
And then we can also do a video on slinging.
slinging. Yeah, I want you to go out. I want you to go and film some stuff of you slinging, so then you can show me what it is. I like how at the end of this video, your camera is no longer pixelated. It was pixelated for a bit, and now it's. Why does that have to happen at the end?
Yeah, Skype does weird things.
We end this now. Thank you very much, Steve. And I'll say to everyone else, thank you. Goodbye.